Good morning, 5th grade. This is your grammar lesson for Wednesday, May the 6th. All right, we are on page 290 in your grammar book, and this lesson is on using who, whom, or whose. So go ahead and pause me while you get to page 290. Okay, all right, this lesson could be a little tricky when it comes to the whom's, so let's talk about it. Again, we're talking about subject and object pronouns. Subject pronouns are going to act as a subject or the predicate nominative, and object pronouns will be either the direct object or the object of the preposition. So, who is always going to be a subject pronoun. It's always going to be acting as a subject or predicate noun. Who is running for office? Well, that's the subject. Who voted this morning? Again, it's a subject. So you would always say who. You would not say whom is running for office. Okay, when would you use whom? Use whom as an object pronoun. It can be used as the object of the action verb, which we call that a direct object, or after other words such as to, in, for, and at. And we know that these are prepositions. Okay? So if it's following a preposition, it's the object of the preposition. And if it's following a verb and answering that question, who or what, then that is a direct object. So let's look at these questions. Whom do you believe? All right. The subject is actually you. You do believe. This is your linking verb and then your action verb. You do believe whom? And that is answering the direct object question, who? You do believe whom, so it's actually a direct object, so it needs to be whom. Whom has Barry chosen? Subject is Barry. Barry has chosen whom? That's a direct object. Okay? Whom is she waving to? The subject is she is waving, linking verb, action verb. She is waving to whom? And to is a preposition. Now I know that's confusing because they're separated from each other in the sentence. So your tip here is to turn it around and make a statement. If it's a question, turn it around and make a statement out of that question, which is what they're telling you down here. To whom is she waving? Okay, well now it is following the preposition. It's a formal way to start a sentence with a preposition, but to whom is clearly an object of the preposition. She is waving to whom, so that is a object pronoun. I hope I did not confuse you because it can be confusing. So just remember, who is the subject, whom is the object pronoun. And whose, you have W-H-O-S-E, that's possessive, like whose vote will decide the election, whose jacket is that hanging on the wall. And who apostrophe S, that stands for who is, like who is the best person for the job. So always say that. When you see this, say who is in your head and make sure that that is the correct way to use it. All right, let's do these together. Who did you see at the store? That would be who, because, no, I'm sorry, that would be whom. You did see whom. I apologize. Mrs. King, I'm allowed one per year, right? Okay, next one, remember, practice who is. Who is groceries are these? No, that's not right. Whose groceries are these? That's possessive. Who is loading the produce? Now that works. So that is the contraction. For whom are you saving these tomatoes? For is a preposition. So it's following the preposition. It's an object of the preposition. For whom? Who will she ask for the crates? Well, or whom will she ask for the crates? Let's look at what the subject is. The subject is she. She will ask, direct object, whom. It's an object pronoun, whom. She will ask whom for the crates. Therefore, when you say it in this structure, you would say, whom will she ask for the crates? And I know we don't really use the word whom a lot, so now you can impress everybody with your language. With whom are you working? This is a preposition. So we're going to have an object of the preposition here. With whom are you working? Okay, who manages the store for Bobby? This is acting as a subject because this is a verb. Who is managing? Who or whom will you send this bill to? Well, is this the subject? No, it's not, because the subject is you. You will send this bill to preposition whom. You need the object of the preposition there. Okay, let's do these together. You're going to pick who, whom, or whose to complete each sentence. And let's say the example is who turned out the light. That's the subject. Who or whom did you like best? Well, let's look at what the subject is. Subject is you. You did like whom. You would need the whom best. It is a direct object. This one would be the subject because there is no subject in the sentence, so it's got to be who. Who ordered the fishing pole from this catalog? Whose book is on the floor? It's not who is, it's whose, possessive. Actually, they don't even have the contraction up there. Who or whom should I go to the movie with? Is it the subject? It's not, because this is the subject. I should go to the movie with preposition whom. I should go to the movie with whom, when you turn that around and make a statement out of it. Who or whom can answer this question about water pollution? Well, what's the subject of this sentence? It's actually this word right here. Who can answer? So it would be who. For, oh, now that gives it away because we're starting with a preposition. So we all know this one is whom. For whom is the gift with the big red bow. All right. Who or whom did you see at the gym today? Well, what's the subject? Subject is going to be you, and the verb is did see. Whom? Whom is a direct object at the gym today. Again, this is giving it away because we're starting with the to, which is a preposition. To whom are you giving your concert tickets? All right, and these, I don't know why that's there. We are fixing these. This should be to whom am I speaking? This one is who is in your household, and that's correct. Whom in your home has radios? Well, this should be who because it's the subject. Who has radios? Okay. Who do you listen to most often on the radio? That's not the subject. The subject is you. You do listen to whom. This should be a whom. All right. Is it who is programs do you like best? No. It should be possessive. This should be, possessive. W-H-O-S-E. Who is listening to the radio now? This is correct. Whom in the family listens to the radio most often? What's the subject of this sentence? Who is listening? Well, it's this word right here, which should be who, not whom. Who in the family listens to the radio most often? On your car radio, who do you usually choose for the news? Okay. Well, is this the subject? It's actually not. The subject is you. You do choose who? Whom. You do choose whom for news. So this is one that, sounds actually probably okay the way it is, but you have to know your grammar rules. All right, do you listen in the shower? Whom are your favorite DJs? This should be the subject. Who are your favorite DJs? Who do you discuss music and radio stations with? Is this the subject? No, it's not. The subject is you. The verb is do discuss music and radio stations with preposition whom. Should be whom. On whom do you rely for weather reports? That's correct because this is a preposition. A mouse can be on a house and it's following the preposition, so it should be whom. Okay, I hope that made some semblance of sense to you. So turn to page 312 for your homework assignment now, and let's look at how you're going to do this. Okay, you do not need to write the sentence. You're just going to write the word that is correct out of these parentheses. Okay, and again, you're just going to write the correct word, whether it's who, whom, or whose, to complete each sentence. The example would be, what word would go there? Be who brought the basketball, because that's the subject. All right, the third section, write a question that each sentence might answer using who, whom, or whose in each question. All right, so let's talk about this. The example says, I would like to know. Well, let's use one of those words. Who would like to know, at using it as the subject. Who would like to know? Okay. And these you are going to need to turn it around and make a question out of it. Let's do another one together. He may come with the Jackson brothers. How do you think we can ask a question? You could say, who may come with the Jackson brothers? Make it a subject. Or you could say, the Jackson brothers may come with whom, and make it an object pronoun there by using whom. So there are different ways that you could say this. You could have said this one, I would like to know whom, and that would be an object. So you could say these different ways, just make sure you're using them correctly, okay? Okay, so page 312 on a Google Doc, and then submit that. All right, have a good day, guys.